Yo, what's going on guys, Max here and welcome back. I appreciate you tuning in and I hope you're having a great day. In today's video we're going to be going over how to kill players who are better than you at Fortnite. I think this is quite an interesting topic, so I might go a bit overboard with some ideas in this video, but you guys can tell me what you think in the comments. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, I'm sure most of you have watched some of the top end Fortnite players like Tfue, Liquid Chap, Mongrel or Mr. Savage, and in my eyes they are all mechanically gifted and have a combination of very good gun skill, game sense and just overall gameplay in Fortnite. If these players were to have a fair 1v1, they would win 99 times out of 100 against pretty much any Fortnite player, and I say that without any doubt. But in Fortnite it doesn't always work out like that, and that's what makes the game so unique. The fact that fights aren't always going to be fair in Fortnite is one of the reasons why players like you and me could still kill pretty much any Fortnite player. But to do that, you need to understand a few things that I'm going to explain in this video. So starting off, you need to understand how to play best with the loadout you're running with. The so-called loadout I'm going to be talking about in this video is pretty much everything in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, including your materials and the items in the trap slot. Let me give you guys an example of how you can optimize your loadout to its potential. So let's say you land in a house at Pleasant Park and get an AR and some minis from a chest. The person who landed in the house next to you gets a pump shotgun, and you hear the person exiting the house to rush you, and in that case you should immediately get high ground by building to the roof of the house you looted and spray your AR at your opponent. Even if the person who landed in the house next to you is the best player in the world, you'll still be able to kill them as you put enough distance between you and your opponent for your AR to do decent damage and their shotgun to do next to none if they shoot you. On the other hand, if you were the person who got the pump, you could either farm some materials from inside the house, like the different wooden shelves and whatnot, and then rush the person with the AR and protect yourself with builds when you are being shot, or simply disengage from the fight and loot another house in hope for shields if you are unsure on what kind of weapons your opponent has. I hope this analogy was understandable and you got the point I'm trying to make. It's very important to use the weapons you have to your advantage. For example, if you have a shotgun and you're fighting indoors, you should try and use the right hand peek and build in between your shots to get some cheap edits after your pump delay is gone and you can shoot it again. You can also use throwables and other weapons to your advantage. If you have a heavy sniper and a shotgun, you can W key someone by breaking their wall with a heavy and following up with a pump. If you have a boogie bomb, you can get easy shots off on your opponent after you hit them with it, and if you have stink bombs, you can prevent your opponent from turtling, and so on. The second thing I'm going to be talking about in today's video is positioning. Positioning is another crucial aspect of your game that you can use to your advantage. Players like Nick Mercs have excellent positioning, and matched with his godly aim, it makes him one of the best in the pro scene. That should make it obvious to you how much it really matters, and if you're on a mountain in one of the final zones, you can easily take advantage of that and spray your opponents from up above. This should result in an easy kill or at least some health and shield knocked off of your enemy. Same thing goes for early game. If you find yourself with something like a sniper or an AR on top of a building, you can peek and shoot from the roof and get easy kills most of the time. Another example where positioning is key is in storm fights. If you see somebody in the storm when they are running to the safe zone, you can set up a little base and put pressure on them. This will make your opponent annoyed and frustrated, and they will probably panic, and before they know it, you or the storm damage has killed them, which still gives you the kill if you tag the person in a period of 10 to 15 seconds before they die, by the way. Even if you don't have the best guns, maybe like a green or a grey assault rifle and some clingers, you'll be able to take out the player coming into the safe zone with ease. The next step I'm going to be covering today is situational weakness. For example, there are moments in game when you catch somebody right after a fight while they're focused on looting and haven't popped their heals yet, or just moments when the person is either farming or doesn't see you. In these situations you have to make your shots count, as they're probably the cheapest shots you'll get if the player is better than you. Make sure you use first shot accuracy and crouch when you're shooting somebody who is at longer distance, and use weapons like snipers or rocket launchers or grenade launchers if you have them too. I mean, think about it. The moments when you're looting a chest or just rearranging the guns in your invent or just simply farming leave you super exposed and you can get caught off guard very often in game, and it's extremely annoying and unexpected. This will grant you free kills, however, on players who may be better than you every now and then, if you do hit your shots. The final thing you should try to do to kill players who are better than you is this. After you identify the better player, you should try and play to your strengths. If you have good AR aim, try put some distance between you and your opponent instead of trying to beat him/her in a shotgun battle if you know you're not good at them. Same goes for building. If you know that building is one of your strengths, you should try to rush the person instead of sitting back and shooting your AR every so often. Another thing is, don't always go for high ground. If you are not good at build fights, just make the player come down to you, because eventually they'll get just so impatient that they'll want to calm down and try to get a wall replace on you. And yeah, they'll get cocky and think you're a bad player and try to destroy you, but you can get an easy kill with an edit, just like I do right here. And on that note, the video comes to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I also hope that I was able to help at least some of you out. And if that's the case, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to become part of the family and never miss an upload ever again. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.